Hi, it's Kathy Hampton from Wellside Retreats. Wellside Retreats is a transformational destination retreat and life coaching service. I'm a certified life coach, and I help Black women move away from what no longer serves them and move toward what serves them well. So I hope you're doing well. It is September. We are in the month of September. On the 7th, this is being filmed. And I'm feeling a little different, only because the weather has changed where I am. I'm now located in Pennsylvania, right in Philadelphia, and it is very cloudy today. It was August and it was sunny, and then it was September and it became cloudy. Not directly on the first, but it has changed. The weather has changed. And I know I was taking care of myself in August, but I'm now, things are different and I'm taking care of myself in September, but there's a difference. There's a difference in this shift from August and September. We're getting ready for fall. The season's changing. So the this video is about September, the month of September, and self-care. I really didn't realize that September was Self-Care Month because I practice self-care all throughout the year. Every month, every day is self-care for me in some way. So first of all, before we get into Self-Care September, I'd like you to do me a favor. If this is of interest to you, wellness, self-care, self-awareness, all of these things I talk about, this is something that you like and want to hear more of, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you're made aware of when a new video is uploaded and come back and watch me. So I want to ask you a couple questions. Do you have a practice of self-care for body, mind, and spirit? Is that something that you think about or do or take some action on? And the other question is, how are you caring? If you do have a practice, how are you caring for yourself during this Self-Care September? What do you do? If you do these practices or some type of self-care regimen, what is it that you're doing? I want to give a shout out to two YouTubers whose videos were well received, and one of them, let me get her name, is Krystal Nicole. Krystal Nicole did a video on planning your September. So it's pretty popular, of resetting for this month, moving into a new season. People are going back to school, whether they're babies going into pre-K, whether they're going to elementary school, their last year of high school, or even college students and beyond. So there's a great migration into learning right now, and that's actually a practice of self-care. I want to give another shout out to Janet Ndomahina, and her video is called September Monthly Reset. So resetting, planning for September. What's this all about, really? Well, I've actually been planning for self-care for some clients. I actually have a retreat that's scheduled for September 22nd through the 25th. And it just so happens, I did not know this before planning this retreat for September, that September 21st is the autumnal or the autumn equinox. That means you have the same amount of light in the day that you do not have light in the night. So there's an equal amount of light and darkness. for that day. And then we start moving into the days being shorter and the night being longer. September 22nd and 25th, through the 25th, is my retreat called Transformation by Way of Restoration. So during this retreat, we'll be talking quite a bit about self-care and how that is not about being, it's not about being selfish. It is about caring deeply for yourself in body, mind, and spirit. Those three things. You can do one at a time. You could, go for a walk to get inspired, to free your mind, to clear your mind on that walk, to get some exercise. That's for your mind and your body and your spirit. Just that one thing. Another thing that helps body, mind, and spirit is meditation. Lowers your heart rate, but at the same time provides calmness, helps your blood pressure, and then it doesn't clear necessarily your mind because our mind is always going, but it rests your mind. It can rest your mind through being quiet, not thinking of a lot of different things, but focusing in on something in particular. It can be guided meditation. That's a form of self-care. Taking a hot bath or a hot shower can calm you down, can offer some form of relaxation, especially in the bathtub. Swimming, getting in a pool, or just sitting by the pool. Aquatherapy is a great form of self-care. Now, I have been a life coach, a transformational life coach for now, goodness, it's been about 3 years, 4 years. And I gather with women and we journal together. And that is another form of self-care, of becoming aware of yourself through the act of journaling. Now, I want you to consider these practices. If any of those suit you, take part in them. If you already are doing something like them, maybe enhance that self-care, continue with it. But in celebration of yourself, take care and do something for Self-Care September. Now, if you know someone who might need to think about caring for themselves a little more instead of caring about someone else all the time, why don't you share this video with them? Maybe they'll be interested in considering caring a little bit more about themselves. I was reading a book, which I'll share in another video, but in this book, the author was talking about the word selfish. And the word selfish, people believe is not a positive thing. But when you are selfish, it means the ISH means that you're thinking of or acting about something like womanish. You are being kind of like a woman if you are not. If you're a little girl, you are womanish. In our culture, women or mothers, we say, oh, she's womanish, or she's womanish, or he's just being mannish. He's just acting like a man. Well, selfish means that you are acting for yourself. You are acting for yourself. You are taking care of yourself, not being selfish. You are taking care of yourself. You are being like yourself. So be like yourself. Think of something that you'd like to do to pamper yourself, to give yourself time, give yourself a break. Do something for yourself during this self-care September. Help somebody else out by sharing this video, and maybe they can get some ideas of what they might want to do to take care of themselves. And also, I'd like to invite you to go to my website, wellsideretreats.care, and it is not com care, wellsideretreats.care, because on that website, I offer quite a bit. I offer the retreat that's coming up in September, September 22nd through the 25th. I also offer a clarity call for coaching to see if you need someone to hold you accountable to caring for yourself or some other thing that you desire to do for yourself. I offer clarity call to see if we would be a right fit, me as a coach and you as the coachee. And you can look on the coaching tab for that information. And I also offer a book club, and usually that's once a month. We're behind this year. We've had a summer hiatus, really, but that's going to be picking up in reading a book in September and then discussing it in October. And then I also offer a workshop on journaling. And this time, this year, I'm going to actually have a challenge. So there's lots of things that I want to help anyone who's interested in doing for themselves, to take care of themselves, to participate in. I want you to go to the website, and there's a pop-up where you can leave your name and email address so that I can send you the blog post as well as any events that are coming up. I hope that you do that. Go to wellsideretreats.care and get involved in taking care of yourself. There's also resources on that page. So it's a pretty hefty bit of information there on that website, including resources. What's coming up next is going to be me talking to you about the 7-day journal challenge that I want you to be a part of. It's 7 days of you. It's an introduction to journaling and a challenge to keep you on course and then move you into the next phase of journaling as a practice for self-care. So all of that information, I hope that you'll take part in doing something for yourself instead of someone else. Think of yourself for a change. You know, I just got off the phone with my daughter. We were talking about self-care and how Black women care so much for others. We don't take the time a lot of times to think about ourselves, even when we say that we are. Something will come up and you're reaching out to help someone. You're reaching out to do something for someone and forgetting that you might have done something for yourself. We sacrifice. And that's fine. That's all well and good. But sometimes the well runs dry. And then you start feeling really low. And usually that's about the time you start thinking, I shoulda, woulda, coulda. You start getting angry with yourself. And there's no place for that. So we'll talk more about that later on. But please do reset yourself for September and make a plan to reset yourself for September during this self-care September. Again, I'm Kathy Hampton. Please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. I'll see you later next time. Bye.